Well, lovely loves, we've made it to day 6, and I'm very fresh faced. I just got done with a workout, a sauna, a nice shower, some skincare, um, and I'm going into a nice spa night with my son. We do this weekly, so we will be collagen face masking and doing some soaking of our feet. And this is going to be fairly short and sweet today because I just wanted to share with you. I'm pretty sure the dogs know when I'm going live and they immediately start playing. So it is what it is. But I wanted, first off, every person, every mentor, coach, person in this space has a different opinion on sharing what they're learning, at what point to share what they're learning, uh, whether they share or not, the things that they read or what they engage with. And I'm a believer that there are no, for the most part, there's very few original thoughts. I can't say never. I can't do a really, you know, there's no original thought. There's most likely original thought. But most thought, most contemplation comes from things that have inspired us, that made us think, that made us delve deeper into our mind, and then it results in a new thought for us, but it might not be something that is a new thought out there in the world. But I think the important piece of it is that hey, stop. Guys, stop. The important piece of it is that every person that hears it differently, and every person that says it to another person could be the person that it actually lands with them. Right? I can hear the same thing year after year after year, and someone says it a certain way or it attaches an associated story, and then all of a sudden I have the realization, I have this truth that hits me. I have the aha moment. So I'm a believer that it is incredibly valuable to share things that I'm experiencing, that I'm reading, that I'm contemplating. There are certain things that I don't share until they're fully formed or until I've tested it or contemplated, tested. As my mentor says, leaders are bridges and bridges are tested. There are things that I must go through before I present them to the world, and there are things that I can share with the world that don't have to be a full thought, or I can bring to you for contemplation. I don't think that takes anybody's power away because we are all here in a space sharing and cultivating ideas, and they've all come from some spark of inspiration. So this, the one thing about live videos is you can't stop them and start again. So I can't stop and tell my dogs to stop playing. It is. So it goes. So I'm going to read to you. So I'm currently going through 2 books this year as an entire year study of these 2 books. The first is called The Pivot Year by Brianna Wiest. I absolutely love her. It is essentially a daily personal development devotional. 1 or 2 paragraphs every single day for 365 days. Simple. It allows me to do personal development like it's the gym. I believe that personal development is something that you do every day. You have moments every day of learning, of experiencing, of contemplating, of growing, right? We never stop growing. If we stop growing, we're dead. We can choose to stay stuck or stagnant, but our body is always changing regardless. So I'm taking this book as something that gets to be a daily little nugget to do what I want with it. And then the other one is called A Course in Miracles, which is something that has been really sitting with me for a long time. And it is a dense book. It almost looks like a Bible. Super, super thick, really thin pages. And it is essentially, I love to study not only modern day personal development or thought theories, spirituality, books that come from people who are writing them currently, but I also like to study and deep study things that are from Olive, stop. Things that are from the past, many, many years ago, that are actually the books that are the quintessential influential books on modern day personal development. There's a handful of people that are constantly quoted, or books have been written about the study of this book. And The Course in Miracles is one of those books that has been in so many of the texts that I have read and quoted so many times. And I read an entire book this summer while I was in the Adirondacks by Marianne Williamson called A Return to Love, which was a book entirely based on her study of The Course in Miracles and how it affected her life. So those are my 2-year-long books. But I read the Pivot Year intro today. I just got it in the mail. And I was really compelled to read it for you because it speaks to exactly what we're going through, and I wanted to read it and allow it to just sit and be contemplated by you before I come in with my thoughts that I have about it, or really how it ties into everything I've already talked about. I wanted to just put it out there and allow you to be with it, sit with it, and tomorrow I'm going to go deeper into what this year will look like for me and how it might inspire you and what the year of being could look like for you and will look like for me. So here it goes. I hope this is the year you change your life. Not in a superficial way, not in the way of moving things around or the surface and wondering why nothing feels much different underneath. Not in the way of conformity, not in the way that aligns you most closely with all of the traditional emblems of success, the ones you leave you smiling beside your accomplishments, but feeling so pinched with guilt and regret. I hope this is the year you change your life in the ways you have always secretly wanted to. The year you discover those quiet dreams that have lingered for so long are actually echoes of parallel lives, sister stories asking you to tell them, to leap towards them, to move them out of your mind and into a touchable physical reality. I hope that this is the year that you change your life in only the way you can, with the power only you have. I can't do it for you. The words can't do it for you. They can only encourage and guide you like an old friend, a message from far beyond and deep within. I hope you focus more on what you feel between the lines than what you see on the pages. I hope each day makes you take pause and contemplate what invisible third door of possibility you may have missed. I hope you are not afraid to go inward, the space from which your entire life is born. I hope that this is the year you stop dancing around the perimeter of who you intend to be or what you have come here to do. I hope that this is the year you learn to defy what's reasonable and build sense in the world of your own design. I hope that this is the year you discover that the floor does not only hold up if you remain where you are standing. With each step you take and wherever you may go, it will rise to meet you, as it always has and it always does. I hope that this is the year you realize everything, every last thing in your life will happen with much more ease if it is in alignment with your soul's true intent. I hope this is the year you begin to unearth those truths from inside you. I hope that this is the year you find the boldest, bravest kind of courage. I hope that this is the year you walk fiercely into the life you've always meant to be yours. Within you lives a great vision for your life, quieted over time by the world. It is once again time to listen. It is once again time to live. So I just wanted to bring that here with the hope that it compels you in some sort of way to think about how you're going into this year, but not just how you're going into this year, but how we all really, really have that sense underneath of what is true for us. That every single one of us has it. So I'm going to leave that here for now until tomorrow and let you personally contemplate what you will with that. Much love.